We are rebuilding the bed and the hangout space in our DIY adventure van here. In the last video, I tore out the old bed and all of the cabinetry that would be in the way of the new build, and in this video, I'm hoping to at least get the new couch portion of the bed framed in. It's gonna be awesome. Let's get to it. Off camera, since our last video, I have taken the countertop off the cabinets over here on the driver's side of the van, and the countertop off, I was able to pull out the cupboard cabinets that went over the wheel well here. With that out of the way, I'm able to start measuring to figure out if we're actually going to have enough room to get this bed right. And I think it's going to work. I've been sitting here for the better part of 2 hours, just staring at it, trying to figure out exactly how everything's going to come together. It's going to be tight, and I'm going to have to build pretty precise to get it all to fit, but I think it's going to work. So the big challenge here in the back of the van is headroom, as you can see. A lot of people have said, why don't you raise the roof or get a high roof or get a pop top, and that would be cool. My goal for this van all along has been to build the ultimate low roof, like able to get out in the Ozark National Forest here where we live, out on the trails where like high clearance just doesn't work. Like high rooftop clearance just doesn't work very well out here. I've got a 12-foot tall rig if I don't care about height. If I'm going to have that kind of height, I'm also going to have the convenience of like a bathroom and 2 living spaces. Almost certainly one day we'll do a high roof van, but this van ain't it. So I'm sitting on top of our water tank, which is now exposed with the cabinets out. And you can see that I have to kind of hunch my shoulders to be comfortable or my head touches the ceiling. If I could do anything different about how I built this van, I dropped the ceiling by 3/4 of an inch from the ribs that run across the top. Actually, a whole inch because there's a 1/4 inch board on top of it. And I think we could have found a way to go flush with those boards and saved ourselves at least 3/4 of an inch, maybe a whole inch of headroom, because that would have made a big difference in here. This water tank is 16 inches tall. So I need to find like 2 inches. So if I can get the bed height to be about 14 inches tall, and that's of course with a cushion and stuff like that, that would be fantastic. The difficulty in getting the bed height that low is this HVAC unit on the other side of the van. This stupid thing. Now I've been in here measuring all the parts, and our full mattress is 54 inches wide, approximately, somewhere between 53 and 54 inches. And I've got about 55 inches from the face of this water tank to the face of this ducting right here, which is perfect because it means that this ducting actually comes out a lot further than the wall here, so I can put like an angled backrest on the back of the seat. That would be amazing. But on the blower unit here, and I assume this is the blower fan, this guy sticks out about, I don't know, 2.5 inches further. And it does so right at the pinch point of the van, because the van gets really wide in the middle and tapers and narrows towards the end. This side will be a lot easier. We're going to do cabinets. I've been sitting here thinking about how we're going to frame them. I'm not going to frame cabinets and bring them in. Too many curves and shapes. I'm just going to build them board by board in place here on the wall. Probably use a lot of metal L brackets. This isn't going to be fine woodworking. If I were building cabinets at home, I'd do it totally differently. But it's a van. It's difficult. Holy cow, I was collapsing down my ductwork, and I always noticed that the heat had a lot better airflow than the AC did, because you could see the heat's a much shorter run than this guy. But as I was collapsing the hose down, there's something in here. They put the instruction manual for the air duct in the air duct. I bet that works a lot better. So that should have been in the first place. I kind of want to go ahead and disconnect this. Just know that I'm going to have to move it down and forward to about here, which is where the couch will go to. Cool. That only ever had one screw in it. 51 and a half. And here, 54. Just what we need. How tall is that? 14 inches. So we gained 2 inches. We're gonna lose that to the cushions though, big time.
In the darkness for 40 days. I've been searching for holy flames, something to light up the way. So can you help me out? Can you help me out?
What you got?
Apple snack?
I don't think I got a snack.
My mom called Jenny back and he's reading to her.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
I said I'd bring it back, so I can't leave it with you. But I thought you might like some apples. Dried figs. Dried apricots.
Welcome.
What's this for?
The bed.
What's so long?
The bed.
Oh, the whole bed. Yeah.
Oh, I seem right. And so. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one
because
video.
our feet hang off of it.
Well, can you help me out? Can you help me out? Scared to look in my soul. I've been afraid I would follow the road, and afraid I've been told. Can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? But can you help me out? Am I on my own? Speak out. Hey, speaking out. I think I can feel you say dream big, but you're gonna make it. Stand tall as high when you take it. Let go of everything that you know and be wild in the mystery. Dream big, boy, you're gonna make it. Cool. Stand tall as high when you take it.
What I've got so far is essentially the front face of what will be the bench seat. Now I'm building furniture for the van a lot differently than I would build furniture in the house. I'm not really going to like build a whole piece that I then bring into the van and install it. Instead, I'm going to kind of install it and build it out in place in the van because I got a lot of stuff to work on. It's a lot easier to measure while I go. I have taken 1x4s, which I had a bunch of from doing the slats on the walls, and then I've ripped them down on the table saw to 2 inches thick. So I'm working with what is like 3/4 inch by 2 inches. You know, it's still pretty sturdy. I'm a little worried about sturdiness. I'm gonna like build out, the legs will be anchored to the floor. The bed slats are gonna go on top of this. All the weight's gonna transfer down, not through screws. I'm a little worried about it being flimsy and like racking, but we're gonna put plywood face frames on the sides. I should be able to stiffen it up, and I'm also gonna have to figure out how I anchor it to the wall because I have to work around all the HVAC stuff. And so I'll be building little supports and things like that as we go. And if I can't get it sturdy enough, I'll use what I've built as a template and maybe build the whole thing out of plywood. But if you look inside like an RV, when we tore our RV apart, this is pretty much how lightweight interior furniture on RVs is built out. It's like 1x1s or 2x2s, and it's all stick framed together with like 1/4-inch plywood stapled over it. So I think this will be sturdier than that. The front one was easy. Now I got to do all the measuring and build out the back ones. This really slips and slides, doesn't it? That's not too bad. Should we just take the whole damn thing off? I think we should. Not bad. All right, so off camera, I have uninstalled our electrical box, which is painful to do because that was so much work. But I'm going to extend all the wires because we're moving the electrical box forward by probably a foot, maybe 2 feet. So that's all been labeled and pulled apart so that I can splice some longer length onto those wires and fix it all up. I've also pulled the flooring out, and I've marked where the face of the bed will be. It is impossible to get a square line down the middle of this van. There's just so many differences in the sides and things on it. It's easier on the ceiling, not on the floor. So I have just eyeballed what I feel like is a nice straight square line. Standing back here at the back of the van, you know, that's van life. So now I can install the face frame along that front straight line. The rear frames don't have to be square because we're gonna put the bed slats on top of it. You'll see. But as long as the face is square, I think it'll look pretty good. And, you know, by square, I mean van square. I used my well-calibrated eyeball to get it square. Square. This also means I have no power in the van until I get at least the base of the seat built out and I can reinstall the electrical panel. sturdy AF. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's. Yes. This is gonna work. Guys, that's way sturdier than I thought it was going to be. Way sturdier. Look at it. I mean, I knew I could get it sturdy, but I didn't think it'd be this sturdy at this phase. So I'm ready to cut a couple extra slats. Maybe get half of our mattress out here. It won't fit right. But just to see if we've got the height right and if we can sit on it. I'm sitting on it, guys. I'm not sure about the head clearance. I mean, we're not too bad, and you sit way up here, but I still have to put a mattress on this. Our mattress that we currently use in the van is 6 inches. It's gonna compress when I sit on it, but I've only got like maybe 3 inches of headroom here. We also have our 4-inch mattress from the RV bed still, and we can test that out to see if 4 inches is a better height. Paige and I have both talked about it. This is as much framing as we can fit in this van. And so if we have to get a new mattress and cut it up to make it work with this bed, to get a mattress that's thinner or whatever, we will do that. So I can't wait to like put a piece of our current mattress in here and see what it's like. I'm not even gonna clean up. I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm gonna go get Paige. Are you ready?
I don't know. You seem really excited. Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
It's not a coffin anymore. Look at that. Can we...
Go sit on it.
Can I?
You can. It needs a little more bracing, but it's pretty damn sturdy. I don't know how the clearance is going to be with the mattress in there.
Should we go get it?
I think we should go get it.
Oh, but look!
Right?
This is it. Are you so excited?
I'm so
I get
stoked.
it now. You were like, I can't wait for you to see. This is it.
We have no power. I had to disconnect the whole power system.
Whatever. That's amazing.
This is it, dude.
And we'll be able to sit like this?
Yeah, there will be a back on here that comes to like right
Let's go
here.
get the mattress.
Okay.
I want to see how close for the sitting. Because like that's amazing for sleeping.
Right.
The ceiling won't be right here. You know?
I could just leave it like this and it could be a 1-seater bed solo camper.
It's done. Let's break up and then you can go.
You could do
Or
that
whatever.
like what is it called? Solo female. All the videos could be
yeah.
solo female now. It's too tall. But if you were set back,
I don't know actually. You can't like have perfect posture. But I can sit.
you have tall torso. I fit.
I'm fine with it.
Sorry guys, they made it my height. I didn't take Paige's torso into account.
Well, and you're heavier, so you're squishing the mattress down a bit more too.
Well, it was a bit below the belt. You can really get a face full of this fan though. Just be like, blast me fam.
I'm hot.
What do you think? It's great, right?
Wait, can you sit this way?
How'd we do? Does it fit? Yeah, that will totally fit. Exactly as I planned. However, this end is narrower. Yeah, there's going to be like a cover over this. I think it'll work though.
Yeah, actually it's gonna fit because you'll be able to squish it in and
Well,
it
and
won't
this is
lift
going to be a
the-
separate piece. We can cut this one a little bit narrower
If we
anyway,
need to.
if we needed to.
Let's build it first.
It's going to work.
You want me to take this out of your way?
Oh, that's so much better. than having your face against the ceiling, guys? Oh, wow. Oh, what a relief. See out the window, big window. I think I will sleep this way. This is dope. Obviously, this mattress is the wrong width. We're running it. It's actually the right width to go. You get it. We cut it in half the other way. So we'll have to cut it down to get it to fit, but like that's a good enough test that we know it's gonna work. Maybe a slightly thinner mattress would be a little more comfortable for Paige. I have longer legs than her and she has longer torso, so when we sit, she's like 3 inches taller than me. Plus she's got all that butt. So her head touches the ceiling a little more. So before we cut this mattress down any further, we will decide. We've got a 4-inch thick mattress from the RV. I might go grab that and put it in here just to see. It's gonna work. This is freaking amazing. Like, game changing. The old bed, like, it got us through, but this is gonna, like this, you gotta see how much storage there's gonna be. Practically all of this will be storage. These two will be accessible through like bins here. And then over here, I'm thinking about figuring out how to mount the breaker box, like kind of inverted where it's facing up, and you could just take this one board out to get to it. Or maybe I'll just make this board really like on a hinge or something. Then all the wiring can be underneath it and it can all sit right there compact, because I'd like to leave this side open either to just push our tube storage in. By tube storage, I mean like camp chairs and camp tables that go in the little tubular bags. They can either slide in there and we can do it low tech, or I can put a big drawer that pulls out for all those things to keep it organized. Because that's like the most important thing we used to keep back here in the trunk of the van was our tube storage. But yeah, I don't know. I think we've picked up all the garage space that we lost underneath this bed right here. And then we're going to add so much more cabinet storage on the other side. It's going to be amazing. This also ended up being way sturdier than I expected it to be. The whole like back side of the rails, that's what I'm calling it, the framing, these aren't secured to the wall or anything. They're just floating. They're pocket holed into the floor and then held in place by the bed slats. But on 2 of the bed slats, this one here on the end, this one I got pocket holed into the wall. And on the far end, I just used a metal L bracket. And this thing is freaking sturdy, guys. I can rock the whole van with it. I thought I'd have to come through and reinforce it. There's also gonna be a back that goes across here at some very slight angle, maybe 15 degrees, that goes all the way across it and covers up all this vent work and all of the electrical here. And I might even be able to not have to move our solar controller, and that'll all be covered, and I'll also put hinges on it so it's serviceable. There's gonna be some framing to that will tie into the base here and make it even more sturdy, but this is, I mean, this is great. We could roll down the road with this tomorrow. No concerns, super sturdy, has to weigh less than 1/4 of what our bed did before with all the 2x4 studs that I used for it. Amazing.
Here it is with the 4-inch cushion. I mean, for me, it's felt the same, but I mean, it's probably better.
Yeah.
This is the best mock-up because it has these. And I feel like that really gives you a sense of how comfortable it is.
See, I think we gotta go with a 4-inch mattress.
Because, you know, it puts your body like at an angle and you have all this like, I mean, I'm literally bumping my head going, there's so much room. But there is, like, it's comfortable. I don't feel like I'm squished at all. And yeah, I think since we have to recut a mattress anyway.
We can sell our 6-inch mattress in 2 pieces a lot easier than we can sell it in 8 pieces.
Well, I mean, it's got many uses.
Yeah.
I use it for sleepovers. Yeah, this is perfect.
Well, this was the hardest part.
Was it?
I think so.
The stationary part is the hardest?
No, but working around all this stuff and getting the height right, I think this was the hardest part. I'm not too worried about the cabinets. It'll be a lot of work, but it won't be hard. And probably in the next video, we'll start to put the back on this and start building out these cabinets. And if you want to see how this all comes together, make sure you get subscribed if you're not already. Van Bed 2.0, way better.